morning class, good morning. Welcome to grade 8. Today we are going to start with our first topic in the syllabus. The first topic in this syllabus is the history of agriculture. Okay, and since we are going to start with this topic, it's the first topic in our syllabus. What comes in your mind when you hear the word history? What comes in your mind when you are hearing this word history? Okay, Joseph? Okay, the past? Matthew? Okay, the same answer. Okay, it's fine. Okay, now Matthew and John, they are saying that when they hear the word history, they hear something, what comes in their mind is the past. Okay, they are correct. And in this topic, we are going to deal with these two words. We need to know these two words. Since we identified that history, we are talking about the past. And now, what comes in your mind when you hear the word agriculture? Agriculture. What comes in your mind when you hear these words? This word agriculture, what comes in your mind? Okay, Martin? The growing of crops. Okay, Martin is saying that when you hear the word agriculture, it's the growing of crops. Okay, another one. Junior is the rearing of animal. Okay, it's also correct. Okay, now we heard what our friends have mentioned. They say that when we talk about history, we are talking about the past, and when we are talking about agriculture, we are talking about the growing and the rearing of animal for food and other things. Okay, now we are expected to define agriculture. Okay, whenever in exam or in a test, whenever you come to a word such as agriculture, when we talk about agriculture, we are just talking about the growing of crops and living animal or rearing animal for food, for livestock, for income, and other things like that, raw material and other things. That's what agriculture means. Okay, and now under this topic, we are still going to learn about nomadic ways of life. Nomadic ways of life. What comes in your mind when you hear this word? Whenever you come across to such word like nomadic way of life, this one is just the life that at first time we define what is history. And now when we talk about this nomadic way of life, we are now referring back to this history. Here they are just telling us that how were those people surviving? And this nomadic way of life, this one is just the hunting and the gathering of live things for people those who were living in past for food and other things like that. Or in the easiest way, it's the way where people surviving in the past year. And now one might ask himself or herself, why were those people moving from one place to another place? Okay, Joseph, why do you think that these people were moving from one place to another place? These nomadic people that they are talking about, why were they moving from one place to another place? Okay, Peter. Okay, for water. Regina. For food. Okay, Johannes. Okay, for shelter. Okay, all of you, we are correct. You are correct also. Okay, and now the last one. The good part of this topic is very short. Maybe we will finish it today. Okay, this 10 minutes that is left, we just finish the last point. Okay, the last one is domesticate animal. When we talk about domestic animal, we are just talking about these are the animals that people decided to keep near them. Like example, like cattle, we have sheep, we have goat, we have donkey. And now you might come across to a question in exam that why do you think that it's important to domesticate animal? The reason for this process that what we are calling that domesticate animal, domestication of animal. The reason is for, one might say that for transport, one for food, or for relish, and other things like that. And now As I told you that this topic is a short topic in our syllabus, and now like that we are done. And now before you go, there is something that I want you to do for me. Just gather yourself in pace. Try to answer these questions for me. Try to answer this question for me. What is agriculture? And what is nomad? About ways of life. Only those two questions. Okay, I will just go to the office and get something for you. And don't forget that tomorrow, on Friday, we'll be writing a test. Okay, with that, I will just make a U-turn. See you tomorrow and other day.